Hey, what's happening everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to provide you with my review for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, to give you guys a brief idea of the story, you are pretty much a witcher who is one of the last remaining monster slayers for hire. In this game, you're going to be tracking down the Child of Prophecy, who is pretty much a living weapon capable of untold destruction, while she is currently being hunted by this mysterious organization who are trying to track her down and use her for evil. Now, going over the graphics, for me, I got the chance to play this on PC, and visually the game is just beautiful to look at. Just the amount of detail on the set pieces, the environments, the characters, and so much more. Now, do keep in mind, if you're playing this on console, the game also does look good on that, but if you had a choice between the two, I'd say go for the PC version in terms of the visual aspect. But just everything about this was extremely well detailed, and I'm definitely glad that they pushed back the release date so that way they could bring us this beautiful looking game. Now, we know that the game has great visuals, but what about the gameplay? Because you can't have good graphics without solid gameplay, which thankfully enough, The Witcher 3 definitely delivers on that aspect, except for one minor issue, which is the horse. Now, the horse, technically the AI aspect of it, isn't really good, and pretty much what I'm trying to say here is that if there's a small little fence that you know that a horse in real life could easily jump over, the horse in game cannot for some reason, and that's the only downside. But let's go ahead and talk about the positive aspects. Everything else about the game minus the horse is extremely well done, especially the combat mechanics. Now, some may look at the combat as a hack and slash, but that is not the case here because it involves a lot more strategy, especially depending on the creature that you're facing, because each form of enemy has a certain way of defeating it or a form of weakness. Some creatures may be weak to fire, others may be weakened by some type of silver weapon, things like that, and it just gets really interesting, especially when you look up the information about the creatures ahead of time, which I thought was really well done. Of course, the game also offers bounties in which you could do to earn a lot more currency in the game, such as hunting griffins and other large creatures, which I'm going to let you guys figure that out on your own, but it is a lot of fun, especially when you're doing the hunting, because there's various ways you could go about it, and I'm going to refer back to the griffin. Now, the griffin, you could go about this a few different ways. One of them, you could wait until some locals have spotted one and go from there and gather information. Another way is to go into the woods and find it yourself, or my personal favorite is laying a trap down and just waiting for the griffin to fall for the bait as you jump out by surprise to take it out. Various of different ways to go about this, which I thought was just a lot of fun altogether. And of course, the game also offers a lot of quest systems. So you have the main quest, you also have a lot of side activities that you can do, such as small little quests to earn more currency and level up your characters. And these small quests, one of the things I would like to say is do not avoid them, because you're going to get some mysterious ones or really fun interactive ones, which I thought was really well done. And of course, you could also go and explore the open water areas, and you could pretty much find hidden treasure underneath. Just different little aspects together, just a lot of exploration that you need to do for this title. And of course, not only that, there's even a large amount of crafting system where you can craft unique armor set pieces, weapons, and so much more. But the game offers a lot here that you're going to find yourself playing for endless many hours of time. And of course, let us not forget that the game doesn't feature one ending. The game actually does feature a choice system where, depending on what you choose to do in the game, will affect the ending altogether, thus leading to one of the 30 different endings. So much to do here, definitely worth your time. Now, the Witcher games have also been known to have really good sound design, such as the voice actors and the music, and this game definitely delivers on that 100%, definitely topping the past two Witcher games. And just the voice acting in general, from the hundreds and hundreds of characters that you get to interact with, was really good, and each person that you interact with had their own unique personality. There was not one time where I was talking with a character, I'd be like, hey, you kind of sound like the guy that I met like 2 hours ago. Each character has their own personality, and just everything about that just immerses you into the experience even more. And let us not forget the music. The music, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful to listen to. I could sit there on the main menu or in the tavern just listening to all the little music that's happening all around you. Is really enjoyable to listen to, but the sound design is definitely top notch. Now, speaking of the game's lifespan, this game is definitely going to immerse you for many hours at a time, especially for those of you who are trying to get 100% completion. You're going to be putting in well over 200 hours, if not more. And of course, let us not forget the 16 pieces of free DLC and the 2 expansions that are coming out on top of this. So here you essentially have a game with endless amount of hours of fun, entertainment, and just so many little activities that you can do in the game, like completing all your armor set pieces, going out and trying to find all the treasure, any little forms of collectibles, and so much more that you're pretty much not going to find yourself leaving your room anytime soon. As for the innovation, was there anything new here? Was this something that we already seen before? Well, comparing this to the past 2 Witcher games, we could see that the innovation here is definitely a big one. Just so many good changes, the combat, the amount of quests, the open world, the detail, voice acting, music, and there's just so many more to list. But like I said, just everything here is pretty much perfect except for one, which is the AI system for the horse. If the horse were to be improved somehow, maybe in an update or patch, then yeah, it would probably get a solid 10. But for now, my rating on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is a 9 out of 10. Definitely well worth checking out, and if you're an RPG fan, then this is definitely something you should get. Now, if you haven't played the 2 Witcher games already, you don't really need to know the backstory of that. You can pretty much read it or get an idea online, but definitely check out The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Well worth your money. But until then, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, where we empower your gaming.